you can't keep track of them without a program, especially when you bring in some of the other players. Rudy Giuliani already found liable for the defamation of those 2 election workers who the court found were greatly harmed by his election lies. They're seeking tens of millions of dollars. At a trial today, the Giuliani told reporters everything he said about the women was true. And this could support another defamation claim, according to the judge. We know Giuliani already has serious financial troubles due to all the Trump legal cases at this point. Does he have value digging into these lies more than the money he could lose become of it, do you think?
No, it's hard to fathom why Giuliani is saying what he is saying. And I think that anybody who has been around Giuliani who is no longer with him privately says the same thing. People can't understand what the strategy is here.
Why is he even testifying? I mean, to be quite frank, he says a lot of really wild, crazy, untrue things, and he's now saying them, under oath.
Based on people I talk to who are close to him, there is a part of him that genuinely believes that he has been proven right about various things, whether it is some of his arguments about Hunter Biden, because remember, he was the one who was trying to force that laptop into the conversation in 2020, that he genuinely believes that he is right in some of the allegations he is making here. And they all, not all, but many of them have adopted the Donald Trump ethos of fight, fight, fight. If you believe you're right, then you fight. And I think that is what he is doing. This is different than what I would have expected to see him do a couple of decades ago.
Last question. Donald Trump has clearly been campaigning something of a basement campaign, something of the kind of campaign that Joe Biden did in 2020. A lot of Republicans made fun of him. They talked about how Donald Trump was out there doing 6, 7 events a day. Joe Biden was doing maybe 1. Donald Trump's not even doing 1 campaign event a day. He might be doing 2 or 3 a week. Obviously, he's 77. Obviously, he's far and ahead the front runner. He doesn't need to do it. At what point do you think the pride that he feels about the fact that he used to be so vigorous and able to do this, and it's pretty apparent that he doesn't seem capable of doing it anymore, at least there's no evidence that he can do it anymore, that's going to cause him to try to get back into that old routine?
Among other things, he's not doing rallies. Yes, he is older. Yes, he is far ahead. They also cost a lot of money, and so they don't see the reason to spend campaign resources when they don't have to. I don't think that is proving himself in that way is a top-of-mind concern for him, especially if, as they hope, Iowa delivers him a sizable victory on January 15th. Remember, it's a state that he lost in 2016.
To Ted Cruz.
He is so much more focused on the legal cases than on specifically the political campaign on balance right now, and specifically a case we haven't talked about, the New York Attorney General case, because that involves his business and that involves the extent to which he is going to be able to continue to run his business as is, and we will know the details of that outcome in January, and he will appeal whatever that is, and that's going to go on for a while. But that case cuts at the heart of his identity and who he is. It is just fundamentally different than anything else we're talking about.
It seems very likely he's going to lose that case, have to pay a fine, and maybe lose his business license in New York.
It could be a really big case. We don't know how many properties it impacts. There's so many unanswered questions.
It's tough to see that case going his way. Maggie Haberman.
It already hasn't. He's already lost it. The question is just what the outcome
How bad the penalty is going to be. Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Maggie Haberman, thanks so much.